And here is row 2 of the granny square. I finished row 1 by slip stitching on top of the chain 3, and now I'm going to slip stitch 3 more times until I get to that first gap. And this is where I'm going to start building the corners. So I'm going to chain 3 and then add 2 more double crochet into the gap. And then once I have my 2 double crochet, I'm going to chain 2 and put 3 double crochet into the same gap. The chain 3 at the beginning there does count as a stitch, so it's 3 double crochet, 2 chains, and 3 double crochet for one corner. In between the corners, I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to put another set of 3 double crochet, 2 chains, and 3 double crochet into the next gap. And that'll be my second corner. Corners 3 and 4 are worked exactly the same way, with a chain in between the corners, and then 2 chains at the center of the corner. And while I'm working my way around, I figured I could share some fun facts about the granny square. So the original granny square appeared as early as 1891, and it was so popular in the US that in Europe it was actually considered American crochet for a while. It's the most commonly recognized crochet pattern, and that's because it is very easy to work. It's very versatile. You can make it into blankets or clothing or pillows. You can use any size yarn, any size hook, and it's a fun way to experiment with colors, sizes. You can make a bunch of little tiny granny squares and sew them together, or you can make one giant granny square. It works up very quickly. You don't have to use a lot of yarn, which means it's also very cheap. And there is no machine to do it. So every time you see a granny square or anything crocheted, it's always been handmade. Now to finish off row 2, I'm going to add a slip stitch to the top of the chain 3, and I'll put row 3 in the comments.